Dolphins fans. I am Will Scott. You're watching Dolphins Today. We have producer Jeremy Chuggs. We're going to get him on here in a second. Man, already a huge audience here. We appreciate everyone tuning in as we are live on another Thursday. Jeremy Chuggs, it's good to see you, my friend. I know John Ruiz is going to be excited to see Jeremy Chuggs here on the show. Chuggs, how are you doing today, my friend?
I'm feeling good. We got the NBA draft
I'm
later.
excited about that. I'm excited, and we'll tease that here in a second. We got the best draft coverage here on Chat Sports. You know, a lot of y'all watched our NFL draft coverage. I was on that with Tom Downey, and it's the same with the NBA draft.
Yeah.
No commercial breaks. We have the best coverage here. You know how Nikola Jokic, that meme that he was drafted during a Taco Bell commercial? That's not going to happen.
Oh, no.
Here on Chat Sports.
I mean,
no commercials.
You might get drafted during a shot clock, but you never know.
That is very true. I want to know, guys, who's your favorite Dolphin of all time? Let me know. Who's your favorite Dolphin of all time? There's been no suspension announced. We'll talk about the possibility of a suspension. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I haven't seen this guy in months. Donethius! It's so good to see you, man. He is one of our MVPs here on Chat Sports. Jackson Lynch, I'm going to turn me up a little bit. Jackson Lynch is watching from Lafayette, Louisiana. As you know, Jeremy Chuggs, my second home, Lafayette, Louisiana. Sherry May is watching. Her birthday's coming up in 4 days. Sherry, remind me on the 25th or 26th. I'll give you a birthday shout out. NFL Productions watching from Miami. A lot of people saying Dan Marino. We got Kevin Fisher saying Jason Taylor. He's up there for me too, man. He is up there for me. Sam Madison's one of my favorites. Bill Lyons saying Q's in the house. You love to see it. Shout out Syracuse, New York. The 315.
The Q's.
It's so funny. Miami's the 305, and then Walmart or Syracuse the 315.
Hey.
Aaron. We're not trading Tua. Bakari saying Cameron Wake. Kristen, I like that answer a lot. Larry Zonka, who went to, drum roll please, Syracuse University.
There you go.
Chris is saying Ricky Williams.
Oh, I love me some Ricky Williams.
Ricky Williams is the man.
Buffalo Soldier.
Ma is saying Cameron Wake.
Dreadlock
All right, I got a name for
Rasta.
you. This is not my favorite Dolphin of all time, but he's up there. Jay Ajayi.
Oh, yeah.
A-Train, man. The J-Train. We got the J-Train, and then maybe this year, the A-Train with Devon A-Chain.
Oh.
You like that?
A-Chain, the A-Train.
Ooh, all aboard.
Obviously, we all know Will Scott, a huge Texas A&M fan.
Oh, stop the cap. I'm a big Devon A-Chain fan, and I think Texas A&M fans love me because I've been hyping up Devon A-Chain.
And my answer to this would kind of be, a weirder one.
Okay.
But Ronnie Brown.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
The starter of the Wildcat.
Yes, I
mean,
like that answer.
the
Andy
Wi-
saying Zach Thomas.
The
yeah, he's up
Wildcat, which completely changed the way the NFL worked for a couple years.
Right.
Stumped one of the best defensive minds in NFL history, Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
He had no idea which way was left, right, up, down, or touchdown. They were in the air, but they were mostly on the ground.
I love it. I love that answer. That's a ball knower answer. You know ball, Jeremy Chuggs.
Oh, yeah.
Aranda Gaston says Matthew Walter. Rashad Jones says Spins fans. All good answers from you guys. Now, we're going to talk about the Tyreek Hill first thing on today's show, the Tyreek Hill news. So, basically, what happened was he was accused of slapping a marina employee on the back of the head on Sunday. The police investigate, right? There was a police investigation that took place. We'll have more in-depth stuff on this coming up. But there was a police investigation that took place. The police yesterday said, we're not charging Tyreek Hill, but if the accuser wants to press charges, he can do that through the state's attorney's office. Then we learned today that charges have been pressed.
The only reason I'm typing my Y for yes, the NFL has a history of still suspending players even without criminal charges going through.
Based on their history.
Based on Deshaun Watson, Ezekiel Elliott, other players that necessarily didn't get criminal charges didn't go through the court system and, get a whatever fine, get anything, even if it was settled out of court, the NFL has still suspended players.
Right.
And with Tyreek's prior history, go back to 2019, the whole alleged domestic violence with his son, being a repeat offender of this, I don't know how they're going to act with it.
Right. And then 2014, he did get charged in another assault case.
At Oklahoma State.
At Oklahoma State. So, look, we'll keep you posted on this. We thought yesterday this might have been over after it came out the police were not going to press charges, but the accuser is going to press charges. A lot of y'all nervous. A lot of y'all worried. NFL production saying yes. Sherry May saying no. Laura, I'm with you. It's a dumb move. And again, this is all alleged. We do not know if this actually happened. This is alleged.
Chad Jones saying no.
Chad Jones not worried. John Ruiz worried. Triple down. Oh! It's Kevin Fisher tonight. Oh, it's Kevin Fisher tonight. Oh, it's Kevin Fisher tonight. Sending in those super chats. Let's go. Woo! $50 from Kevin Fisher. Kevin Fisher saying, let's get this party started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started in here. Let's get this party started. How does Tyreek's situation impact a potential Ced Wilson Jr. trade?
Ooh, good question.
That is a really good question, and because it's such a good question, we're going to save that for the mailbag. We're going to save that for the mailbag. In fact, Kevin, you are going to be our first question on today's mailbag.
Just a quick note on this. I think it does.
I think it does as well. I think it does. A lot of you have been on Twitter, not necessarily people from the show, but just Dolphins Twitter in general, saying that does this maybe bring up DeAndre Hopkins as a possibility? Now, if this was going to be a major suspension, then yes. I'll give my thoughts on that later on.
Ooh. That's what we call a tease in the business.
Yes. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl.
Because we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1. Hey, hey.
Because we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1. Let's go.
Woo! Spam MIA in the chat.
MIA. It's
Let's
a party
go.
in the MIA. Yeah. It's a party in the MIA. Kevin!
Let's go!
Fisher, we appreciate you, says Sherry May. Now, we got the NBA draft tonight. The Heat have the 18th overall pick. And I know producer Nick Roloff, who hosts the Heat Report, very excited about what the Heat are going to do tonight. Maybe Jordan Hawkins, maybe Case and Wallace. Oh! Gerald Stokes! Bob, 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 Bob! Gerald Stokes! Bob, 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 Bob! Gerald Stokes! Bob, 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 Bob! Go Tigers! Wanted to say hi from Omaha. Love my Dolphins too much not to check in. Gerald, I got so Gerald, as I think you know, Jeremy Chuggs, a diehard LSU fan, like someone that you know.
Yeah.
Gerald, there is a possibility that Willy Fins is going to be in Omaha this weekend if LSU wins tonight. I'm not promising anything, but there is a chance of me going to the National Championship Series if LSU. And if that's the case, Gerald, I want to take a Jello shot with Gerald.
Let's go.
You've been keeping up with the Jello shot challenge?
Oh, yeah.
So there's this pizzeria across from the stadium. Oh! Doneath the us! Doneath the us! Doneath the us! Doneath the us!
Let's go!
Doneath the us! Unbelievable! Well, this isn't a party without another 50.
Oh my
Let's
goodness!
Keep it going. I may have to dip in a bit. It's all right, Demetrius. It is so good to see you again.
Doneath the us. Deneathius.
Deneathius. Unbelievable.
Woo!
This is unreal.
Wow. Hey, Dolphins fans coming out strong.
Dolphins fans don't mess around, man.
We
love
couldn't
you
even
guys.
tease our NBA draft coverage. That's going to be the best on YouTube tonight.
My gosh.
Without y'all
We
going
love you,
crazy.
Woo! Fire me up.
Oh my goodness. Well, let us know if you're watching the NBA draft. Type me.
Me.
Will's going to be leading some of our coverage of the NBA draft this evening.
I might hop on the main channel for a bit. I think it's mainly going to be me on Celtics and some other channels. I might be on the main channel for a little bit though. So if you want to tune in and watch our draft coverage, Jackson Lynch going to be watching, Snazzy going to be watching, NFL production saying let's go Heat. They have the 18th overall pick.
Obviously, we have our Heat channel, which you should subscribe to if you're a Heat fan, youtube.com/@Heat Report. But also, tonight, our main chat sports channel is going live. This is what the thumbnail's looking like. It's a heater made by our own James Yoder.
Yes.
He was whipping it up in the kitchen. But if you see this on YouTube, if you see this thumbnail, click in, go in there, and go have a great time tonight with our NBA coverage of the 2023 NBA Draft.
YouTube.com/chatsportstv. Can we paste that sub link in the chat right now, Chugs? Let's have everyone subscribe. And if you are subscribed to our main channel, which I think most of you already are, type subbed. We'd appreciate you subscribing, turning on your notifications, so you know when we go live here tonight. We're going live at 6 p.m. Eastern time, but you'll get a notification on your phone the second we go live. Excellent. We just pasted that link in the chat. We are very excited about our draft coverage. We're going to be live for every single pick, in-depth.
Oh!
Who?
Chad Jones!
Wait. Who?
Chad Jones!
Super chats as smooth as Tennessee whiskey, as sweet as strawberry wine. He's a legend here on Dolphins Today. He's super chatting all the time. Who?
Chad Jones!
Wait. Who?
It's Chad Jones!
Super chats as smooth as Tennessee whiskey, as sweet as strawberry wine. Hello from Monetta, Virginia. Is Miami going to get more D-line help? Is DeAndre holding out until minicamp? If you're talking about DeAndre Hopkins, he might be waiting until around training camp to maybe sign with the team. But Tyreek Hill was tweeting at him earlier this week. I don't know if he's recruiting him or not, but that'd be interesting. Chad Jones, we'll put that on the mailbag. Who? Chad Jones! I mean, we have already gotten some people involved on the Super Chat train. Kevin Fisher, Gerald Stokes, Deneathius, and now Chad Jones.
Dolphins Today, Mount Rushmore decided to just hop in the chat early on.
This is iconic.
Oh, my goodness.
I hope Gerald Stokes, by the way, liked the new song I had for him. Because he's a big LSU fan. I love doing the LSU fight song for Gerald Stokes.
Let's go.
Song.
Hey, let's get started on today's show. 130 people watching, only 35 likes, and
Ba-da-da-da! Gerald Stokes! Ba-da-da-da! Gerald Stokes! Ba-da-da-da! Go Tigers! Not only will I buy that Jell-O shot, I'll try to sneak you down to sit with me and Jay Johnson's family?
Let's go!
Bro! Jay Johnson, the head coach at LSU, coach of the year, has done an unbelievable job with that baseball team. Gerald knows the Johnsons pretty well. Gerald, that's fantastic. Gerald, are you on social media? I think we've DM'd somewhere. But I'll get your info if I decide to go down. I'm trying to convince my dad, Gerald. He's on a business trip right now in Lafayette, actually. I'm trying to convince him to pivot from that business trip and join me in Omaha. And if he does, I'll be there.
Let's go.
And I'll get a Jell-O shot with Gerald Stokes. We appreciate you so much, Gerald. Already $250 sent in today. Outstanding. $300 in super chats.
Hey.
We haven't even started the show.
They don't even know what's on the show yet.
Unbelievable. Like the video if y'all having a good time.
Let's go. Let's get to 50 likes. We're 3 likes away, and we're going to start today's video.
I might have to make that happen, man. I might have to make that happen.
Let's go.
Me and Jeremy Chuggs going to the party with Denethius in Alabama. Here's what's coming up on today's show. We got the latest news, the latest rumors, also free agents that could start for Miami. This is an interesting segment that we're going to do. A couple channels have done it here at Chat Sports. But 5 free agents that if you sign them right now,
I like it.
They could start. They could start. There's still plenty of good free agents out there. And then, wait. Who?
Chad Jones.
Wait. Who? Chad Jones. Super Chat's as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. As sweet as strawberry wine. He's a legend here on Dolphins Today. He's super chatting all the time. Step it up, Dolphins fans. We know you're always going to step it up, Chad Jones. We appreciate our guy, Chad Jones.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. They take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. They're in the air, they're on the ground, they're always in control.
And when you say Miami, wait. What do you say when you say Miami?
You're talking Super Bowl because we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins number 1. Hey.
Because we're the
Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins number 1.
Let's go Fins.
Let's go Fins. Let's go Fins. Let's go Fins. Let's go Fins. Let's go Fins.
We love you, Chad. We love you, man. We appreciate you so much.
Woo! I think we can start today's show.
I think so as well.
I think so.
I think we can start. We're going to start talking about the latest news and rumors. Then we're going to have a mailbag after that. And if you want to get on the mailbag, you know what you do, Jeremy Chuggs? You either use hashtag Dolphins or you super chat like Mo. You get on the show. You super chat like Mo. Get on the show.
If you're a real one, if you're watching and if you love the Miami Dolphins, get down there and spam Chad Jones right now in the chat.
Yes, we all love Chad Jones. Chad, Gerald, Denethius,
Jones.
Kevin have all gotten involved here. Chad Jones. Nobody like him. We love Chad Jones.
There we go. Let's get the train going. Chad Jones. A legend like no other.
Wait. Who?
Chad Jones.
Wait. Who? Chad Jones. We love Chad Jones. Preston saying Chad Jones. JC. Hashtag JC to Miami. Kristen. Preston. Snazzy. Hi. What's up, hi? Christopher Allen. Oh, it's Kevin. What the hell?
What's going on?
What the hell?
What's going on?
What the hell? In the words of DJ Khaled, another one. Oh, it's Kevin Fisher tonight. Oh, it's Kevin Fisher tonight. Oh! This is ridiculous.
Oh my God!
This is ridiculous.
What is going on? We're trying to start the show, I promise.
We're trying to start the show, Boss
We're
Man
trying
Pro. We
to.
promise.
I've tried multiple times, but Kevin Fisher, Chad Jones.
Who?
Chad Jones.
Who? Chad Jones. Super Chat's as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. As sweet as strawberry wine. He's a legend here on Dolphins Today. He's super chatting all the time. Wait, who?
Chad Jones.
Wait, who?
Chad Jones.
And then Sherry May. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl because we're the
Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins number 1. Hey.
Because we're the
Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins number 1. And
wait.
Denethius. Denethius. Woo!
Fire me up.
I'll do you one better and super chat Chad Jones. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I think we can start the show.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Super chat like Mo, can we start the show?
I don't know.
Let's give him 10 seconds. Let's see. 10 seconds. We'll start.
All right.
First of all, I need a chance to catch my breath. I just need to catch my breath. We haven't started the show. We're not starting the show yet. Chad Jones, super chats as smooth as Tennessee whiskey, as sweet as strawberry wine. He's a legend here of Dolphins today. He's super chatting all and he's Venmoing all the time. Wait. Who?
Chad Jones!
Wait! I need to wait! Who? Chad Jones! What is happening? This is unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't think we could top last week.
Oh my gosh. We're at 700. I mean, 1,000, I'm doing a boot. We're 300 away.
Right. I'll get in the suit while you do the boot.
We're at 300 away.
Boot in the suit.
I don't know what's going on. But when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl.
Because we're the
Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins number one. Hey.
Because we're the
Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins number one.
Unbelievable.
My bosses won't believe me. They'll say, you're stalling. And I'll say, no, it's Chad Jones.
We're trying to start. And it's Denetheus. And it's Kevin. And it's Gerald. I mean, it's unbelievable.
And Sherry May.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my goodness. And Gerald Stokes, Kevin Fisher, Denetheus, Chad Jones, Sherry May. They just blew it up.
This is unbelievable.
And I mean, 1,000, like I said, I'm doing the boot, but we didn't plan on any of this today. We were about to go into the latest Dolphins news and rumors.
We literally were told by the bosses, we got the NBA draft tonight. We need Will and Jeremy for that. Let's not get too crazy. We tried. We tried to start the show.
We tried our best.
We tried. All right, 10 seconds. We'll start you in 10 seconds.
All right. I think we're good.
Because I really do need to catch my breath.
I think we're good.
Oh. We got a whole show to do.
We have 3 segments.
I think we picked a good day to do 3 segments instead of 4.
Yeah. You're telling me?
All right, we're going to start the show.
All right.
Okay. Whew. Are you ready, Jeremy Chugs?
I think I'm ready. Are you ready, Will?
Probably not, but... Okay.
Right. Now, the Dolphins' latest news and rumors.
Yes. Dolphins fans, we are presented by our good friends over at Manscaped. If you go to manscaped.com and use promo code Dolphins, you're going to get 20% off plus free shipping on all their products. We'll tell you more about them later on in today's show. We're getting into the latest Miami Dolphins news and rumors on today's show. We're going to talk about Tyreek Hill, the latest going on with the police investigation. Plus, could Tua Tagovailoa be the next Dolphin to receive a contract extension? That'd be a little bit surprising, but Bleacher Report did bring it up as a possibility. Now, whenever news breaks, we have you covered. You know how we roll here on the channel, so make sure that you're subscribed. Also, turn on your notifications so you know when we go live and when we put out videos. There's a report that broke today that the man that is accusing Tyreek Hill of hitting him on the back of the head at a marina over the weekend is in fact pressing charges on the Dolphins wide receiver. NBC South Florida tweeting this morning. New details of the alleged assault involving Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill revealed that the victim has decided to press charges. Miami-Dade police officials confirmed on Wednesday. So this comes after yesterday's report from Andy Slater that there was a police investigation, and after that police investigation, they decided not to charge Hill. However, they told the victim that if he wanted to pursue charges, he'd have to go through the state attorney's office, which he has apparently done. the alleged victim has decided to press charges. This comes after Hill allegedly slapped a marina employee at the back of the head on Sunday. And reading through this, I've heard that he slapped on the back of the head or the back of the neck. So just somewhere in this area, Tyreek Hill was trying to get on the boat. He did it without asking permission. Apparently, there was a confrontation. We have more details here from NBC Miami. Here is that report. According to the report, the alleged victim, who works for Kelly Fishing Fleet, was working on a charter boat on the marina in Haulover Park when he noticed two women on a fishing charter boat without permission. The alleged victim said that while he was telling the women to get off the boat, an argument broke out between employees and the group the women were with. During the argument, the victim said he was slapped on the back of his neck by a man believed to be Hill. The report said the man was pushed away from the victim by a member of his group before he charged at the victim and had to be restrained by several members of his group. The report said the incident was captured on surveillance video, but footage has not yet been released. When police were called the next day, the victim didn't have any visible injuries, the report said. The word yes is typed on a section of the report that asks, will the victim prefer charges? Now, what is the percent chance that Tyreek Hill gets suspended after he has had charges pressed against him? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. It is the pinned comment on today's video, so you can reply to it when you get a second. Based on everything I have read and based on the fact that there was a police investigation that did not lead to police pressing charges, I do not expect a suspension to happen. However, there is a lot more information that could come out about this. Again, apparently this was caught on video. That video has not yet been released. That could certainly change the outcome of this whole thing. But you also have to consider Tyreek Hill's past. He's had some legal issues before. Will the NFL be more strict about this particular case given Tyreek Hill's past? And you got to go back to 2019 when he was involved in a child abuse investigation. The NFL looked into this. They decided not to suspend him after completing an investigation into the alleged child abuse. His 3-year-old son had a broken arm. I believe at the end of that report, they concluded that that was an accident and that Tyreek Hill did not commit the alleged child abuse. We have more information about that here in a Sportskeeda article about that 2019 investigation. Tyreek Hill was investigated for child abuse during the 2019 offseason after his 3-year-old son suffered a broken arm. The case was dropped due to a lack of evidence connecting Hill to the incident. An audio clip was later released of Hill making physical threats to his girlfriend and referencing the incident. The Kansas City Chiefs suspended Hill upon release of the audio and awaited a final verdict from the NFL's private investigation. The league determined that there was not enough evidence to suspend Hill, so the Chiefs reinstated him. We'll have more information on the Tyreek Hill investigation regarding the alleged slapping of the marina employee over the weekend. I promise you there's probably going to be a lot more that comes out about that. We'll continue to have you covered. Plus, coming up on today's show, could Tua Tagovailoa be in line for a contract extension? Find that out around the corner. But first, just want to shout out our good friends over at Manscaped. If you go to manscaped.com and use promo code Dolphins, you're going to get 20% off plus free shipping on all their products. That includes the Lawnmower 4.0. Going to take care of your downstairs. And look, for the ladies this summer, it's hot girl summer. For the guys, it's smooth sack summer. If you want to have a smooth sack, you need to go get the Lawnmower 4.0. Going to come with a lot of different products as well. If you get the performance package, going to come, that's a perfect package, excuse me. That is under $88. Promo code Dolphins, 20% off plus free shipping. They got some really cool products on this website. Going to come with some beard shampoo, ball toner. I love their beard hedger. I use that almost every day to keep my beard looking fresh. The best men's grooming products are at manscaped.com. Again, promo code Dolphins for 20% off plus free shipping. Could Tua Tagovailoa be getting an extension? Bleacher Report listed Tua as the most important contract extension for the Miami Dolphins. And this article had listed every single team and their most important contract extension that they need to get done. I was expecting it to be Christian Wilkins because most articles that I've read that are similar have mentioned Wilkins. But Bleacher Report listed the Dolphins quarterback as the most important contract extension. Here is what they said. The Dolphins' decision on whether to extend their quarterback early won't be as easy to make as it is for the Chargers and Bengals. Tua Tagovailoa can sign a new deal now and is coming off his best statistical season. This past year, Tagovailoa led the NFL in both yards per attempt and passer rating. He seemed to flourish in Mike McDaniel's offense and with offseason addition Tyreek Hill and entered the conversation of the league's best young signal callers. However, Tagovailoa is much less consistent before McDaniel's arrival, and he missed time with multiple concussions in 2022. This means that the 25-year-old has less than one full season of top-tier play on his resume. Now, will Tua Tagovailoa get a contract extension before the end of this upcoming season? Type yes or no down in the comments section. Go down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. I believe they'll make a call next offseason if he has another good season and he stays healthy, and I think it's more of the healthy part. We know he's good. He just got to stay healthy. Then I think they give him a big extension next offseason before he heads into his fifth-year option. However, the argument to extend him now is that if he does ball out this next year, if he's an MVP candidate, if he stays healthy, then his price is going to be insanely high next year. If you give him an extension now, it could be much cheaper. Now, Lamar just got paid, and the quarterback market has certainly been reset after he got paid and Jalen Hurts got paid. Taking a look at the top 10 highest paid quarterbacks, this is based on their per year salary. Lamar Jackson coming in at number 1 with $52 million. Jalen Hurts right behind him. He just led the Eagles to a Super Bowl appearance at $51 million. Aaron Rodgers, the newest Dolphins rival, at $50 million. So 3 quarterbacks right now making over $50 million per year. If you're comparing Tua and Lamar, and look, I'm a Lamar fan. I think he's an outstanding quarterback. I think he deserved that money that he got. I think it took the Ravens way too long to give it to him, quite frankly. But if you look at the numbers, Tua Tagovailoa had a better year. Now, has Tua Tagovailoa had a better career? No. Tua's had one really good year. Lamar has been a little bit more consistent. He won an MVP not too long ago. But if you're talking about just 2022, Tua Tagovailoa was the better quarterback, and quite frankly, it wasn't very close. The quarterback market's about to get wild because you have Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson just got paid. You know who's next? It's Justin Herbert and it's Joe Burrow. And those guys are probably going to get maybe north of $55 million per year. So that's the argument for extending Tua now instead of later. You want to beat those teams to the punch. If you give Tua an extension right now, it could be maybe closer to $40 million, $45 million instead of, let's say, $55 million per year if you wait until next year. So that's the argument. You also could make the argument, though, that it's really risky to give him a massive extension now, given the questions and concerns about the concussions, about his durability, about his injury history. I would still wait to extend him next year, but you certainly have an argument to extend him now. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Dolphins News. Again, when Dolphins news breaks, we have you covered. On tomorrow's show, we're going to be talking about Dalvin Cook, the latest with the former Vikings running back and current Dolphins free agent target. Jeremy Chuggs back on the show. We got a super chat from Shad. We'll get to that in a second. First, I want to hear from y'all down in the comments. Who's your favorite NBA team? I think most of y'all are going to say Heat. Chuggs and I are Rockets fans, so it's a big night for us as well.
Yeah.
Chuggs, it's been the feeling for a long time, ever since the lottery, that Amin Thompson is going to be the pick. Could be Brandon Miller. There's some talk about him falling to number 4.
I want Scoot so bad.
I want Scoot too, man.
I want Scoot, and I want him now. Let's see what we got.
Cameron Reed with a $5.
Chad Jones.
Wait, who? Chad Jones.
This is the sign of a real MVP, a real one here on
We
the
love
channel.
Chad.
Preston said, hey, I don't have the funds right now. Somebody please super chat for me.
Oh, that's
Chad
amazing.
Said, I got
amazing.
you.
Chad, you are a real one. We love you, Chad. $20 from Chad Jones. Who? Preston. Who? Preston. You love to see it.
Hey, and I'm seeing Heat, and I'm also seeing Knicks and Lakers.
Okay.
We have channels for all three of those teams
Yes,
here at
we
Chat
do.
Sports. If you search Knicks Chat Sports, Heat Chat Sports, or Lakers Chat Sports, Warriors Chat Sports as well, Celtics as well.
I know the guy that hosts Celtics.
We don't have every NBA channel yet. We're still a growing company, especially on the NBA side. But
Right.
Heat, Lakers, Warriors, Knicks, Celtics, 76ers, Bulls. Am I missing one?
You say Heat?
I said Heat.
You said Heat? I think you got them all.
Yeah, if you're looking for one of those teams, type in your team, Chat Sports. We have a channel. Go give them a subscribe.
Yes, please subscribe. I know a lot of y'all are subscribed to the Heat Report. I'm actually going to drop that sub link in the chat right now. Nick Roloff going to be getting you guys a video when the Heat make their pick at number 18. Is it going to be Jordan Hawkins? Is it going to be Cason Wallace? Is it going to be maybe a dark horse there as
Where did the Heat pick?
they pick at 18?
At 18. One of the
Maybe Noah Clowney there's a dark horse?
yeah. Well, I was thinking, who are the two Villanova cats?
Cam Whitmore.
Yeah.
And
He's been dropping. He was
I'm
a
not-
lottery projected
Oh,
pick.
Nick Smith. Carter Reimer saying Nick Smith. Yeah, I do like that idea, especially if you lose Gabe Vincent. Yeah, he was supposed to be a top 5 pick.
Yeah.
I've never really understood the hype with him. I'm not saying he's a bad player. He's a great player, but him being a top 10 pick, I don't really understand. He's falling though.
Yeah.
Charles Gonzalez saying Derek Lively. Yeah, that'd be a good pick. Lively's really good defensively. He's got a lot of potential to be like, kind of like a Robert Williams, like a really good defensive big.
You know who I like for the Heat? And he's underrated.
Yeah.
H-Town Bull like you and myself at U of H, Marcus Sasser.
Oh, I love Marcus Sasser. Whoever gets Marcus Sasser tonight is getting an absolute steal because I don't think he's going first round. I think he'll go early second round. But if the Heat maybe move back, maybe acquire a future first to move back, getting Marcus Sasser would be awesome.
We did get another super chat from Cameron Reed.
Cameron
Hashtag
Reed.
Dolphins, if Hill gets suspended, do you think we are still a good team? We're going to answer that
in the
coming up
mailbag.
next.
In the mailbag.
For our mailbag, use hashtag Dolphins or super chat to get your questions on the show.
Hashtag Dolphins or Super Chat to get your questions on the show. Super Chat like Mo, get on the show.
Denithius, how do I get hired on with you guys? I like the energy over there. Hey, you got to hit up Chat Sports Brass.
Yes, do it. I think if you Google like Chat Sports jobs too, any job openings we have will be on the website.
Yeah.
So that goes for everybody. Scotty B, watching from Scottsdale. What's up, y'all? Sorry I'm late. You're good, Scotty B. We appreciate you, my man. We appreciate Scotty B always tuned in.
All good, all good.
Hashtag Dolphins or Super Chat like Mo to get
on
your
the show.
questions in on the show. And
And
we have the Super Chats that we're going to show as well.
For sure. And just some more shameless plugging because it is tonight. The NBA Draft live going on at 6 o'clock Eastern time. So we're only about an hour, 20 minutes away.
I'm fired up.
This is what the thumbnail looks like. It's absolute fire made by our own James Yoder. If you see this on YouTube, if you see this thumbnail, give it a little click, go in there, and just see what it's about.
Exactly. We're going to be live starting at 6 p.m. Eastern time, so about an hour and 20 minutes, breaking down every single pick tonight during the 2023 NBA Draft. Be sure to subscribe to our main channel. That's the link right there, youtube.com/chatsportstv. All right, we're ready to get in this mailbag?
I think so. You ready
Let's
to
do
go?
it. Let's do it, my friend.
All right.
Hashtag Dolphins or Super Chat to get on this mailbag. Dolphins fans, you're watching the Dolphins Today mailbag. I am Will Scott answering your questions during our Thursday live show, and it's not going out until over the weekend, so if something happened and you're like, wait a minute, that's already happened, Will, that's because we're filming on Thursday. Who? Chad Jones, $100 Super Chat. We love you, man. Hi from Monetta, Virginia. Is Miami going to get more D-line help? I hope so. And is DeAndre Hopkins holding out until mini camp? So to answer your first question there, I do believe Miami's going to sign a defensive lineman. Ndamukong Suh's a name we've mentioned. Akeem Hicks. Those are my top two guys that could potentially back up Raekwon Davis, because Brandon Peely, your backup nose tackle right now, is a UDFA. I think they like him. I think they're okay with him going into camp as the backup nose tackle, but I certainly think you could use more depth at that position. As far as DeAndre Hopkins is concerned, I think he's going to take his time. Remember last week, Chad, when all the Patriots fans were talking to us saying, oh, man, he's going to be a Patriot, and he was supposed to sign, apparently, with New England during his 2-day visit. That didn't happen. I think DeAndre Hopkins wants to take his time. It is worth noting that Dalvin Cook has expressed interest in playing with D-Hop. Kevin Fisher, $50, man, keeping this party rolling. Let's get this party started, says Kevin Fisher. How does Tyreek's situation impact a potential Cedric Wilson Jr. trade? That's a great question. It's possible Tyreek gets suspended. We're waiting for more information to come out about this whole situation. If he does face criminal charges, I do believe a suspension could very well happen here. So that you could certainly say that makes it unlikely that they would trade Cedric Wilson Jr. Now, Ced has been in trade rumors for months. I mean, ever since February, we've been talking about a potential Ced Wilson trade. It has not happened. He has said he wants to stay in Miami. I think the Dolphins want to see what he can do. We know that he can be a lot better, a lot more productive than he was last year. He's still my projected wide receiver 3, Kevin. So I would say it's unlikely that Ced Wilson gets traded, and even more so unlikely that this trade happens after the Tyreek Hill incident over the weekend. Gerald Stokes, what's up, my man? $50 super chat. He's watching us from Omaha, Nebraska, College World Series action. Love my Dolphins too much not to check in. We appreciate you, Gerald. Enjoy the College World Series, my man. Go Tigers. Denetheus227. What's up, Denetheus? Let's keep it going. I may have to dip in a bit. That's all right, Denetheus. We really appreciate you watching. We're so blessed here on Dolphins Day to have so many supportive subscribers. We appreciate Denetheus watching our show and contributing. Cameron Reed also contributing. If Hill gets suspended, do you think we are still a good team? I mean, not as good, but yeah, I mean, this is still a great Dolphins team. It's the best wide receiver room in the league. You certainly have a lot of depth there. You have Braxton Berrios, who you signed in free agency. I think Eric Ezukanma's going to have a larger role on this football team. You have Chosen Anderson, who's really emerged as a potential guy that can maybe be heavily involved in this offense. So, yeah, the Dolphins are still a good team, but if Hill gets suspended, that's a huge loss. What position group worries you the most on this roster right now? Let me know down in the comments section. What position group worries you the most on this Dolphins roster? Right now, I'm still saying offensive line. Speaking of offensive line, Sherry May asking about Dalton Risner. So there's a report almost 2 weeks ago, Sherry, that said there are 7 teams that are very interested in Risner. He's gotten offers. It's not like he hasn't gotten interest. He's just taking his time. I think he's one of those guys that maybe wants to make a decision like after camp, so he doesn't have to partake in camp. But yeah, Dalton Risner makes a lot of sense here for the Dolphins because you have a huge hole at left guard, in my opinion. Liam Eichenberg was one of the worst-rated guards last season. I think Robert Jones should be starting over Liam, quite frankly. You have Dan Feeney's an option there as well. But, man, if you sign Dalton Risner, that room certainly looks a lot better. It's also possible that Austin Jackson starts at right tackle and Isaiah Wynn starts at left guard. Carter Reimer asking about Chase Young. Is it realistic? No. But I've said this once, I'll say it again. Chris Greer swings for the fences, man. I mean, if he wants Chase Young, he might make an offer. I don't think I'd give up a first-round pick for Chase Young, and I do not want to have the Dolphins going to next year that a first-round pick again. But maybe if you can give up maybe a second and a fourth, I would do it. But no, I would not say Chase Young to Miami is realistic at this point. Preston, we appreciate you, my man. Is Tyreek going to get suspended? With the information that I know right now, the fact that the police investigated, they decided not to press charges. The alleged victim was told that he had to go through the state's attorney's office to press charges. This is all according to Andy Slater, by the way. Him saying all this about him having to go through the state attorney's office. Based on the information that we currently know, no, I do not believe he's going to get suspended. But if the video comes out of him hitting the employee and he is proved to be guilty here, then yeah, it is very possible, especially given his past. We'll continue to keep you updated here on this situation. What's up, Heim? Should we sign Mercedes Lewis just as a pure blocking tight end? It's an interesting question. I don't expect the Dolphins to sign a tight end right now, given this current room. They have 6 guys that I think they feel pretty good about. Durham Smythe, I think they want to give him a shot to see what he can do as the first option. You signed Eric Saubert in free agency. They have high hopes for Tanner Conner, the UDFA last year out of Idaho State. Tyler Croft signed with the Dolphins in free agency. You drafted Elijah Higgins and Julian Hill, one of the best UDFA tight ends. So I would be pretty surprised if they added somebody to this room right now. They did add Jalen Ramsey. I think we're still all very excited about that. That was kind of a never going to forget where you were moment for Dolphins fans. Jeremy Chuggs, chatsports.com/Ramsey. Go and get your Jalen Ramsey jersey right now. Pick it up before the start of the 2023 season. Chatsports.com/Ramsey. That link is in the comments and the description of today's show. Ruski, what's up, my man? I know that Devin A-Train is going to be a franchise-tagged running back, but who can be the Dolphins' franchise-tagged tight end? I think you mean franchise and not tagged. Franchise tag is when a player's about to become a free agent. They put the tag on him and they extend their contract another year. Yeah, I think Devon Achane could be a franchise running back. Franchise tight end, I would not say that's Durham Smythe. I hope he does have a big year. I wouldn't be surprised to see them target a tight end in the draft next year. But I think Durham Smythe's going to have a good year. But I don't know if he's going to be as good as Gesicki and as good as, maybe to be a top 10 tight end in this league. Ryan, do you think maybe this Tyreek Hill situation is just a giant overreaction? It's hard for me to say that right now because I still think there's going to be more information that comes out about this. I've read some things that the victim is alleged being slapped and then being hit. I think, let's just, I'm not trying to speculate what happened here, but just based on what I've read, it sounds like, there was a disagreement. As NBC South Florida reported, Tyreek's crew was trying to get on the boat. I guess they did so maybe earlier than they should have without permission. And this guy and Tyreek were talking, and he kind of slaps him on the back of the head as he's walking away. That's really stupid. That's really stupid for Tyreek to do. Is that going to warrant a suspension? Probably not. But again, there could be video that comes out. There could be more information that comes out. The police investigated. The police, and this is all according to Slater again, the police decided not to charge Hill, but the victim, the alleged victim, has decided to press charges. We'll keep you posted. Antonio, is Tua Tagovailoa going to be playing this season? Yeah, I think Tua, if you mean is he going to play the whole season, I certainly hope so. He's taken the necessary steps to try to, better prepare for hits and falls. He's doing the jiu-jitsu. I think Tua's going to stay healthy. Obviously, if they can get Reisner and maybe Taylor Lewan and improve that offensive line, that would certainly help. Carter Jones asking about Cam Smith. Could he become better than X by the end of the year? I have high hopes for Cam Smith. I mean, if he's on X's level, I think that's fantastic. I mean, Xavier Howard is one of the best corners of the last 5 or 6 years. So yeah, I think Cam Smith can learn a lot from X, but better than X by the end of the year, I'm not sure. X is obviously coming off a down year, but I think he's fully healthy. He's got Vic Fangio as his DC. I think Vic's can do a lot for X. Which Dolphins rookie makes the biggest impact this season? That being said, I don't think he's going to be better than X, but I still think Cam Smith's got a lot of potential. What rookie makes the biggest impact? I'm going to say Devon Achane. If the Dolphins do not sign Dalvin Cook, I think he could be RB1. Aaron Patel, what's up? What wide receiver can we get if Hill gets suspended? I think it depends on the length of the suspension. If it's 1 or 2 games, I don't think they're going to go out of their way to make a big splash. But if it's multiple games, then perhaps. And I think the name that would be brought up then, if he's still available, is DeAndre Hopkins. Now, can the Dolphins afford D-Hop? Probably not. They could maybe give him a massive signing bonus. You cover the Oh, well, good. Leads us to our next question, Jeremy Chugs. At first, when I heard that DeAndre Hopkins was rumored to be signed with Miami, I don't believe it. Would it happen? What about you, Will? I don't think it's going to happen. The rumors really first started when Dalvin, who wants to be a Dolphin, we all know this, said that he'd love to play with D-Hop. So everyone's like, okay, could they be a package deal? Could D-Hop come to Miami with Dalvin? And then Tyreek Hill quote tweeted that DeAndre Hopkins tweet, and there was a lot of reaction to that. You cover the Ravens, Jeremy Chugs. That Odell Beckham Jr. contract was for 1 year, $18 million, but isn't the cap hit only like $3 million because of the signing bonus? If you could look that up. So that's the only way that they could make this work, Dr. Dummy Bet. If they give him, because apparently he wants something similar OBJ, if they give him like a 1 year, $20 million deal, and 15 of that is bonuses, then the cap hits $5 or $6 million. So the cap hit for OBJ this year is only $3.5 million. So yeah, it's possible if they could somehow do something like that. And look, give Chris Greer a lot of credit. He has been a master with working out contracts to better the cap space. So I would not count out Chris Greer there. JC saying Dalvin Cook said it on Sirius XM that he'd be a perfect fit for the Dolphins. Yeah, I saw that quote. This is not a surprise that Dalvin's saying this. Dalvin wants to be a Dolphin. We know this. But Dalvin also wants $10 million per year. The Dolphins are not there yet. But what's that song? Why don't you just meet me in the middle? That's what I want the Dolphins and Dalvin Cook to do. If Dalvin wants $10 million, the Dolphins only want to give him $6 million, give him $8 million. Let's get this thing done. Sherry May. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl. We appreciate Sherry May, one of our most loyal subscribers. Shout out to Sherry May. Her birthday's coming up on the 26th. Happy early birthday to Sherry May. Type happy birthday, Sherry, down in the comments. Be sure to subscribe if you want to continue to get daily Dolphins news and rumors. We're going to continue to have you covered here on the channel. Jeremy Chugs, we had burgers today for lunch.
We did.
We didn't have onion rings, though. We should have. Missed opportunity. Because it is National Onion Ring Day. Jeremy, what is the best side at a burger spot? Is it onion rings?
It depends.
Okay. I'm with you. It depends. It depends on the mood.
Depends on the mood. Also, out of all the sides, one of my favorites, a very slept-on side, and not every place has it, good curly fries.
Oh, curly fries are so good. I'm a big sweet potato fries guy.
Sweet potato fries
are
good.
I'll take sweet potato fries over regular fries any day.
They're good. I mean, I'm never, down or not down for maybe a side salad sometimes. Like if a place has a really good ranch, like a side salad with ranch or honey mustard, that's always good.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Onion rings, they always hit different. They always hit different. I'll say this though about onion rings. It can't be like a fast food spot for onion rings. It's got to be like sit down burger spot.
Do you like breaded onion rings with the breading on it, or do you like it where it's in a batter? Do you know what I mean?
I'd say breaded.
Breaded?
Yeah. What about you?
I like battered.
Really? Both are good. Both are outstanding.
Like beer battered onion rings?
JC saying Five Guys. Look, Five Guys is fantastic, but it's way too freaking expensive. There was a Five Guys on the Syracuse campus when I was a student there.
People are saying In-N-Out fries. I'm sorry. I sadly disagree.
In-N-Out, look, I know most of our viewers are not from Texas. Whataburger clears In-N-Out by a mile.
Yeah.
Whataburger is so much better than In-N-Out. It's really not. And In-N-Out's good. I like In-N-Out. I appreciate the affordability of it. Five Guys is too expensive. I remember my first time at the Syracuse University Five Guys. I went in. I ordered a burger, just not even a double. It was a single with a medium fry and a shake, and I paid $20.
Oh, wow.
That just can't happen.
Yeah.
That just can't happen. It's too expensive.
Way too much.
Should be $10.
Ooh, Culver's.
I like Culver's.
Wait. Chad Jones makes a good point.
Bloomin' onion.
Bloomin' onion.
Slap. Chad Jones knows what he's talking about.
Bloomin' onions are incredible.
Yes. Oh, we got Aaron saying Chick-fil-A fries are the best in the world. I think someone in this room is just obsessed with Chick-fil-A.
I like Chick-fil-A fries. I do have to say, I think they get carried by the sauce a little bit. Their sauces are so good.
Gosh, when the fresh fries, dude. Oh my gosh! If you can get them like super fresh. Sherry May, I'm with you.
Hey,
I'm with you.
Denithius says he has to head out. Thank you for joining in the craziness earlier,
we love you, man. Denithius,
one
hope
more
to
time.
see you next week. Denithius, Denithius. We love you, Denithius. Thanks so much, my friend. Everyone type Denithius in the chat. We love our guy Denithius. Hope to see you next week. All right, we got one more segment coming up here. Breaking down 5 free agents.
What?
This hasn't changed in a while.
I know.
Well, we had that crazy run. They didn't want us to start the show, apparently. They didn't want us to start the show.
We told them.
Like 700 of that came before the show started.
Yeah, we told them we had to start.
Yeah, we told them we had to start the show.
I told them my bosses aren't going to believe me that I tried to start the show. And they wouldn't let me start the show.
Imagine being mad about what happened.
Saw Denithius for the first time in a while. Yeah. Coming up on today's show, we're going to get into the top 5 free agents that could start for the Dolphins this season. So we've talked about free agent targets a lot. But we haven't talked about, okay, which guys could actually start. Yeah. Like if you sign them right now, they would be the number 1 player at their position, right? We're going to talk about that coming up on today's show. On today's show, we're talking about some Dolphins free agent targets, but specifically guys that if you signed right now, they would start this season for Miami. I am Will Scott. Welcome in to Dolphins Today. Some of y'all are going to be mad if I don't say Dolphins fans. Name a free agent that Miami could sign. I almost forgot to do the Dolphins fans. That's hard. Name a free agent Miami could sign. Let me know down in the comment section. I think a lot of y'all are going to be saying Dalvin Cook. And yes, if you sign Dalvin Cook today, he would be RB1 tomorrow. There's no question about that. He continues to be linked to Miami. He went on Sirius XM on Thursday and said that he has had some talks with the Dolphins and that he would be, quote, a perfect fit in Miami. And this is no surprise. I think Dalvin Cook wants to be a Dolphin, and I think there's certainly mutual interest there. I think the issue right now is the money. Dalvin wants $10 million per year at least. The Dolphins and I think other teams not willing to give him that. But I think that they'll be able to work something out if they want to get this done. But the Dolphins already have a pretty solid wide receiver room. Your top 3 backs running back room. Your top 3 guys in the running back room right now are Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson, and Devon Achane in no particular order. I think any one of those guys could emerge as RB1 if you don't sign Dalvin Cook. But if you sign Dalvin Cook, he would be RB1. He has been one of the best running backs in the league over the past half decade or so. You look at that season he had in 2020. He was arguably the best running back in the league that particular season, over 1,500 yards, 16 touchdowns. The last 2 seasons, the numbers have been really good still, but not as good because he hasn't been fully healthy. Now he's fully healthy. The shoulder's good. He's good to go. I think he could put up massive numbers here during the 2023 season. I think Dalvin Cook's a Dolphin. You heard what he said on the radio the other day. He wants to be a Dolphin, and I think eventually he might be willing to take a little bit less money to go home to Miami. Keep in mind, he is from Miami. He grew up there. He loves the 305. I think that Dalvin Cook will be a Dolphin, and while the Dolphins don't necessarily need Dalvin Cook because of how good that room already is, he makes you a better football team, and he increases your chances at a Super Bowl title. Dalton Risner remains my number 1 free agent target, and this is obvious in terms of free agents that could start. He would immediately be your starting left guard. We've talked about some other guards here on the channel, but Risner makes the most sense because he has been a high-level left guard now for a long time. Now, he did play under Butch Barry, the new Dolphins offensive line coach in Denver. Apparently, Barry wasn't super well liked in Denver. I don't know if that's led to maybe Risner not being super interested in the Dolphins, but we do know that multiple teams have reached out to Risner. Reisner is just taking his time here. Now, the run grade last year was not good, but the pass grade was really good. And I think it's more important to get a guy that can pass block because you want to protect Tua Tagovailoa. Liam Eichenberg's overall grade last year was in the 30s on PFF, one of the worst rated guards. I think Robert Jones, I'd be fine with Robert Jones starting there. But you signing Dalton Reisner, that is a huge upgrade for the Dolphins. He could be your starting left guard, and then you have Isaiah Wynn and Austin Jackson compete for the right tackle job. What's your confidence level right now in the Dolphins offensive line? Scale it 1 to 10. Down in the comment section, let me know, what is your confidence level in the Dolphins offensive line right now? Confidence level in the cornerback room is pretty good because you got Jalen Ramsey. You can go get your Jalen Ramsey jerseys right now. Chatsports.com/Ramsey. That link is in the comments and the description of today's show. Chatsports.com/Ramsey. Go and support number 5 by getting your number 5 jersey. This is a name that was not linked to Miami before this week, but has been linked this week. That is DeAndre Hopkins, by far the best wide receiver on the market right now after he was released by Arizona last month. Now, he put up over 700 receiving yards this past season. He missed 8 games of that suspension, still put up over 700 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's not in his prime anymore. He's not the same guy that we saw in Houston. But he is still a really good wide receiver. Now, here's probably why you're not going to sign him. You already have a really good wide receiver room. If you sign D-Hop, and this is wild because he'd be easily wide receiver 1 on a team like New England, he would be your 3rd wide receiver on this football team behind Tyreek and Waddle. But let's say you start Tyreek on the left side, while on the right side, you have DeAndre Hopkins as your starting slot receiver. That would be absolutely wild. Again, he's not the same guy we saw in Houston, but he's still a phenomenal player. I think he's going to be really hungry this year. I think he wants to play for a contender as well. And he visited with the New England Patriots last week. It was a 2-day visit. He was expected to sign. He left without signing. I do not think he's going to sign with New England after that. I don't think he wants to play again for Bill O'Brien. So he might be considering some other teams. Maybe the Dolphins will emerge here. Now, the Dolphins do not need DeAndre Hopkins, right? That's obvious. You have some larger holes on this football team, some bigger needs. You need a left guard. You could use maybe another offensive tackle. You could use a defensive tackle. You don't need another wide receiver. That being said, this Tyreek Hill situation, if it leads to a suspension, then do you go after DeAndre Hopkins? I'm still not sure because you have chosen Anderson. You have Ced Wilson. You have Braxton Berries. You have Eric Ezukanma. You have a really good wide receiver room. D-Hop would be a lot of fun, and Dalvin has said that he has a lot of interest in teaming up with him. They might be a package deal. I do not see them being a package deal in Miami. Ben Jones, the top center, still available in free agency, and he's become a target, in my opinion, because of the Connor Williams situation. We'll talk about Connor here in a second, but Ben Jones would be really solid here. He has been one of the best centers in the league over the past 5 years. Just 1 sack allowed in 12 games last season. He did miss some time with 2 concussions. So similar to Tagovailoa, he does have that injury history that you're a little bit concerned about. He's a great player, though. And if this Connor Williams holdout continues, now Connor Williams missed OTAs, which was not mandatory. And then he missed minicamp, which was mandatory. He wants a new contract. He was fined nearly $100,000 for missing mandatory minicamp. If this holdout continues, the Dolphins have got to do something at center. You can't have Liam and Keon Smith and other guys taking snaps for Tua during training camp. You might just have to sign Ben Jones and move on from Connor. Pick a center. Type BJ for Ben Jones or type CW for Connor Williams. Let me know down in the comments section. Ben Jones is great. Obviously, the injury history is there. And, give Connor Williams a lot of credit because he showed a lot of progress his first year playing center last year. But I'm hesitant about giving him big money because, number one, he's only played for the Dolphins a year and he's holding out. Don't love the look of that. Number two, he's only played 1 year at his current position. So you normally, when you give an extension, you want to see multiple years of success at that position. I do think a Connor Williams extension will get done, though. We'll have to wait and see. A.J. Cann, we'll talk about another left guard here. A.J. Cann, pretty solid in Houston. One of the more underrated guys that is still available in free agency. He's a veteran, has a lot of experience. His PFF numbers were actually pretty decent last year. Now, I think there's a better option out there in Dalton Risner, but if Dalton Risner does not want to come to the Dolphins and play for Butch Berry again, then maybe A.J. Cann could make sense. I still think you could use a left guard. Liam Eichenberg, apparently he's been showing some progress. That's good to hear. But I still think A.J. Cann would be an upgrade at that position. I don't know if I would start him over Robert Jones. I think Robert Jones is a little bit underrated. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Dolphins News. If the Dolphins sign any of these guys or just make a signing in general, we're going to get you guys the video. Hit that subscribe button below. Jeremy Chugs, who do you think Miami should sign?
I mean, the obvious answer would be Dalvin Cook, right?
And Dalton Risner as well.
And Dalton Risner. But, I mean, the one thing I was talking with Will before we started the show, and y'all might have noticed while watching that last segment, no defensive free agents.
No. The Dolphins' defense is elite. There's no defensive free agents right now that I can look at definitively and say they would start.
Even at linebacker.
No. I don't see it. Maybe if you sign a guy like Zach Cunningham, he can compete with David Long for that starting role, but I still think David Long beats him out.
Are you still on the Tindall hype train?
I do love Channing Tindall. That's why I would not sign an inside linebacker, because I think Channing Tindall can be really good. I want to see more of him this year. We barely saw him last year. Yeah, I'm with you. I think Channing Tindall can be good. You bring up a name like Ndamukong Suh or Akeem Hicks. If you sign one of those guys, they're going to be your backup nose tackle behind Raekwon Davis. They're not going to start. Your safety room is elite. Your cornerback room is elite. There's just not a name I'm looking at.
Your second-round pick is sitting behind two all-pro corners.
Right.
Right.
So it's like, I just don't see, okay. If they signed Yannick Ngakoue, would he start? Yeah. They're not going to sign Yannick Ngakoue.
Yeah.
They're just not. I think there's a better chance of them signing DeAndre Hopkins, to be honest.
Really?
I do. When I say better, I mean 0% chance to 3% chance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's still very slim that they sign D-Hop. But name a free agent that the Dolphins could sign.
JC said Tindall no good.
I still have hope for Channing Tindall. I still got hope for him. Apparently, he has not looked like outstanding in practice, but I still have hope for him.
Wait, we'll see.
Ben Jones says Dr. Dummy Betta. Wendell Witt in the chat. Carter Reimer. I know it's disappointing. Hopefully, he still becomes a good player.
We'll see.
All right, we're going to end today's live stream. I got to shift into NBA draft mode. Be sure to subscribe if you want more Dolphins news and rumors. What a crazy show, Jeremy Judge.
It's only fair. I'm going to put 3 minutes on the clock.
Okay, let's do it.
If we get to $1,000 in Super Chats, we're currently $260 away, $265. If we get to 1,000, I'm doing a boot. Will's getting in the Dolphins costume.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do that.
My boss told me, hey, y'all got to head out and help the NBA crew. Y'all got to go out and get this stuff done. So I don't know what's going to go on.
Timer.
I didn't think anything was going to happen at the beginning of the show.
Pretty wild. Chad Jones, we appreciate you tuning in, my man.
Who?
Chad Jones.
Who?
Chad Jones. Sherry May, we appreciate you. Happy early birthday. Have a good birthday weekend. I know, Chad. I know. Connor Williams holding out. It's just, I get it. He wants to get paid, but Christian Wilkins also wants to get paid, and he's showing up. Yeah, that was an interesting show, Dr. Dummy Betta. That was a fun show. Man.
Oh, this was one for the ages.
That was all time. I mean, they just wouldn't let us start the show. I didn't know if we were ever going to get through the show.
It was one of the craziest starts to a show I've ever seen. Absolutely nuts.
Carter Reimer, we'll see what happens. Chad Jones, we appreciate you.
Hey, Chris saying thanks again, Chad Jones. You're a true fan. Chad Jones is a real one.
Chad Jones is the realest of them all. We love Chad Jones so much. I didn't see J.K. Stain. I had a song for him, so hopefully he shows up next week. And then John Jerbing, we have a song for John Jerbing as well. $100 super chat to join the 100 Club. You get your own song. We debuted the new Gerald Stokes song today. That was a lot of fun. Charles, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate Charles Gonzalez watching. He's a real one as well.
Everybody in the chat. We got JC Arenas, Sherry May, Wendell Witt, Carter Reimer. I mean, all Aaron Patel, all sticking with us through today's show. Antonio Trevino, Chris. I mean, absolute real ones here on the show.
Sherry May, no, I wouldn't say that. I mean, this is just my second off season, but yeah, we actually didn't even have live shows until like right before the start of last season.
Yeah.
So it's been a fun off season.
All right,
We're gonna head out, y'all. Thanks so much for tuning in. This has been Will Scott, Jeremy Chuggs. We'll see you next week. Next Thursday's a show you're not gonna want to miss. So set your calendars. We'll see you next Thursday.